language and Reiki. So what we're doing today is I'm doing Reiki for your Earth Star Chakra and your Soul Star Chakra and your Causal Chakra, because those are the chakras that help us get into our Akashic Records and read our soul contracts. And then the light language, good morning. And then the light language, what I'm doing is asking your chakra system and your spirit guides and your etheric and astral bodies to help you remember your starseed lineages. So that might be Atlantean, it might be Lemurian, it might be Lyran, Syrian, Atlantean, Arcturian. There's lots of different ones, and you can have many different incarnations in different places. So sometimes people think your starseed lineage is from one. You can incarnate in lots of different places. Oh, nice, Syrian, nice. And so, like for me, I work with the Pleiadians because I read Akashic Records, and they are the keepers of the Akashic Records. And so, but I have several other ones as well. And so we're going to do Reiki and light language together. So we're going to do cleansing and clearing first before we get started. And then I'm going to talk about some spirit guides, some ascended masters, teachers, and gurus that you can work with to help you remember those past lives. And people say, well, why is it important that I remember those past lives? You don't have to remember those past lives. It's not it's not a requirement, right? But our past lives can help us heal in this lifetime, and we can help them heal in their lifetimes. Like it's you, it's just a different version of you, and they have gifts and talents that they can pass down to you, or that you can open up and access, that you can utilize in this lifetime. Like I worked with dolphins and whales in the past, and so that came through this time when I started opening up my past lives, and it's helped me heal people in this one. And so that's how it can be beneficial. Also, like if you experienced a really traumatic past life, you can help those past lives heal as well, which heals you in the present. So there's a lot of timeline shifting stuff. So I need to get a higher flame burner for my Palo Santo and Sage here. Like I said, we're going to do, that's a lot of smoke. We're going to do cleansing and clearing first before we get started. And so if you're holding on to anybody's energy that's not yours, or if you're holding on to like stress and anxiety, you can give it to the Palo Santo and the sage and the incense to help clear that from your system. I want to remember my gifts. Yes, so that's why working with your Soul Star Chakra and your Causal Chakra and your Earth Star Chakra, that will help you get into your Akashic Records to help you with your gifts. So this is Sage. Hey Tracy! Hey! Y'all can hear my allergies acting up here. Good morning. We have a super awesome day, Tracy. Okay. This is, Tracy, you'll like this. This is fairy incense. So, I love you too. So again, Palo Santo sage and incense is really good for cleansing and clearing. You don't have to use all three. You can use all of them if you like. If you are accessing past lives and trying to remember your starseed lineages, sometimes if you have a ritual that you create before you try and tap into that frequency, it helps switch your subconscious. It helps get your brain ready, like, oh, we're about to get into a different frequency. So like when I read people's Akashic Records, I do the exact same thing every single time before I read them. And so that way it puts me in that frequency automatically because my brain has gotten used to that. Hey, Oriana. Hey. How are you doing? I found some fairy incense yesterday. It's so great. Yes, it smells amazing. Okay. So I should have pulled my hair up. This is Florida water. So Florida water is also really good for cleansing and clearing and for protecting your etheric and your astral body, your etheric bodies. Hey Jess, everybody's in here this morning. Hello. And good morning, Tammy. So I'm going to spray this over everyone. If you want to accept, you can say yes in your mind or out loud on the chats. Morning healing goddess, love your background today. Oh, thank you. Somebody suggested it yesterday when I was doing ocean Reiki. And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. I'll do some like galactic Reiki and light language. Yes. Okay, so like I said, this is going to be Reiki for your Earth Star Chakra, your Causal Chakra, and your Soul Star Chakra. I'm going to talk about them a little bit too, because those are the ones that help you tap into your Akashic Records and your soul contract and your past lives. And then this is also light language, and so that opens up your DNA on like a cellular level to help make room for those higher frequency downloads to come in. And so if you're ready for that, like not everybody's ready to open that yet, and that's okay. Sometimes we got to work on those chakras first to open all that up. Like I had to work on those first in order to open those up. So wherever you're at on your journey, I hope this helps. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is, listen, everybody use your discernment. My truth and other people's truths is not always your truth, right? And that's totally okay. Take what you want from this. If it feels good in your body, then it's meant for you. If you don't like any part of this, you can say skip. Okay, because I'm going to be doing a lot of different things, and not everybody's resonating on the same frequency and not the same truth, and that's totally okay. All right. I'm going to be in here probably for an hour, and then the replay will be up on my Patreon. Okay, so this is Horus. I work with Horus a lot. Let me pull him up here. I work with Horus a lot. Horus is a gatekeeper of the etheric and astral realms. And so if you're wanting to tap into these type of things and lift yourself up into those frequencies, Horus is a great amplifier. He also keeps you safe when you're in the astral realms, like if you're getting into your Akashic Records, okay? So he provides you that extra layer of protection and that groundedness and that safety, especially if it's your first time doing that. Okay, birds have been everywhere for me. Of course, I'm here on time today. Yes, birds are great because they give you like that beyond the humансcape experience perspective, which is the Akashic Records. And so if you want Horus he's going to work with us today. So if you want Horus to come along on this journey with you of opening and expanding and balancing those chakras and letting you restructure your DNA, you can ask him to come along. If Horus is not your jam and you have somebody else, you can ask them, or you can just enjoy. Either one, but Horus will come and help you if you would like. Okay, he told me to bring him along. All right. And if anybody has any questions as we go along here, I'll be happy to answer them. This is selenite. So selenite is a very high vibrational crystal. And so for my selenite, what I do is I ask it to take anything from your energy body that is no longer serving you. Maybe that's mental thoughts, maybe that's health things that you're going through, whatever it is for you, you can ask the selenite to help pull that from your system. So that way when we put the Reiki and light language in, you're nice and clear. And if you want to put it in the chat, feel free as well. Oriana, I see that you messaged Jess. Y'all should follow each other. You would love each other. You have very similar energy, and you're both artists. I know you would enjoy each other's creations. Oh, I'm so sorry, pretty Nick. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a big hug while you go through that right now. And this Reiki light language isn't just for this galactic healing that we're doing. If you're experiencing something in your 3D human life, okay, you can ask the Reiki to help you heal with that as well. I can hold all the intentions in the world for Reiki. Reiki's going to do what it needs to do for you. So whatever you're growing through in life right now or experiencing, Reiki's going to come in and help you. That's why people experience it in different places in their body and have different sensations, because it's coming in and helping you where you need. I'm sending you some extra love, pretty Nick. I'm holding you in my mind space. So with the selenite, what I do is I use it as a scanner as well. So I'm going to pull it through the screen here. So it's going to catch the things that are in your etheric body. And so if you start to feel tugging and it's too intense, you can say, hey, can you turn that down a little bit to the Reiki? And it will do that, okay? I'm seeing colors on my roof. Oh, that's cool, Jess. Hey, Bryn. Hey, good morning. I went and saw Doctor Strange yesterday, so it got me in the like galactic starseed mood. It was very good. It was a really good movie. It's a lot about like timeline shifting and parallel universes. So we're gonna talk about some guides really quick, and if one piques your interest, you can ask them to help you here as well. Yes, Tracy, you would love Dr. Strange. The new one that came out with the time travel. Okay, so this is Sanat Kumara. So I'll hold him up here. I know you can't really see, but there's a lot of light codes in the background. So it says, light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that it felt good. Okay, so with Sanat Kumara, he is a very high vibrational ascended master, and so he helps you download light codes and light frequencies. And so if you're trying to hold more in your body or start creating light codes, somebody that does put a lot of light codes into their art, here, Jess Walker 25, everybody should go follow her because she does light code art. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's so activating. They created me a piece and it's beautiful, gorgeous. So speaking of light codes, but Jess Walker here. So Sanat, if that's your vibe and you are wanting to get into light language and creating light language, whether that's written through your words, through your healing hands, whatever that is, Sanat Kumara is great. So if any of these guides I'm about to speak about pique your interest, something that you can do to connect with them more is to research about them. So you can look up YouTube videos or podcasts or do guided meditations on YouTube or look at pictures of them or change the background of your phone to a picture of them. It helps you hear them more clearly, okay? The next person This is Mahapati. And then if anybody wants to take a screenshot, please feel free, that's fine. Okay, so soul expansion, your consciousness is expanding, you understand the connection between all things. Okay, Mahapati, he does a lot of galactic work, and so if you're wanting to get into your Akashic Records or read your soul contract or remember your starseed lineages, he's a great person to work with. He will help you dig back through your timelines to help you find them. Okay, and then this is the Divine Director, and then I'll read the bit at the bottom. It says intervention and purpose. And divine intervention is occurring knowing that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Okay, so the Divine Director, he is a part of the Galactic Federation. So the Galactic Federation is a team of beings from across all space-time and dimensions that come together to help planets like ascend into new frequencies, into new consciousness forms. And so the Galactic Federation is helping Earth right now. A lot of us are a part of the Galactic Federation if you're a light worker. And so even though we don't like consciously remember all the time, that's what I'm doing today, is helping with the light language so you can remember. So working with the Divine Director will help you remember if you're on the Galactic Federation. Also researching about it, I found that when I tell people about that and they research, they're like, oh, like it starts to come in, like the downloads start coming. So he will help you remember and connect. Okay, they all told me they wanted to come along for this today. I'm gonna drink some of my drink here. All right. I had a reading that I worked with the Galactic Federation in a past life. Very interesting. Yes. You can also have co-currently running timelines if you believe in parallel universes. And so there can be like soul pieces of you working in other planes. So you might even be still working on there. But a lot of light workers are part of the Federation because we're raising the frequencies going into this Aquarian age. Marjorie, you said that great. Reiki, like electric violet light and pranic healing, have a consciousness of their own. Both will spontaneously heal where healing is needed. Yes, that's why this Reiki light language is going to have very varying effects on different people, depending on where you're at on your journey. So if you are trying to remember or connect with your starseed lineage, what you can do is look up, oh look at that, you can look up all the different starseeds. There's a bunch of them. If you go on Google, you can probably find 17 or 18 of them without having to dig super deep, and read or watch videos about all the different ones. Your soul will tell you if you have had past incarnations there. Because when I started doing that and I started reading, I could very instinctually tell, like, oh, I know I spent time here, that doesn't sound like me. I know this sounds like me, this does not sound like me. And then the further I went down that rabbit hole, I started having past life stuff come forward. So what I'm doing now is I'm making space in your etheric body for the light language to come in, like the remembrance. Oh, thank you for the roses. I appreciate that. Thank you. Also, thank you for the likes, everyone. It helps more people be able to come in and enjoy as well. Oh, no. Peacock or Bornite, or no, also known as Bornite. Also, working with the Pleiadians is definitely beneficial for remembering your starseed lineages, because they are the keepers of the Akashic Records. It's held in their vibrational frequency, and so working with Pleiadian starseeds, great. Or not Pleiadian starseeds, but the Pleiadians. You might be a Pleiadian starseed, but working with the Pleiadians is great. You can do guided meditations. You can do some research about them, and it helps you figure out like what that feels like, if that makes sense, because doing meditations with them is very similar to the frequency when you're in your Akashic Records. Okay, this is obsidian. Obsidian is a really good grounding stone. It's also a good protective stone, and it helps you with your psychic abilities, reading other frequencies. And if you are at the stage now where you're like, what are the Akashic Records? If you ever heard that before, or if you want to know what your soul contract is, I have a 2 videos on my YouTube channel, Soul Harmony Healing, where I go in depth about those. Oh, you said this one feels intense? This is a really this is kind of an intense stone. Like it's can feel a lot in your third eye and your crown chakra. Oh, good. You say I feel tingly. Good. That means that that is working for you. Okay, so we're going to talk about our Earth Star Chakra a little bit for anybody that's new to that. So your Earth Star Chakra is located 12 inches underneath your root chakra, or your feet. It's your root chakra, and then your feet is 12 inches below your feet. And a lot of people say that your root chakra is also in your feet. You good? Okay. This is my son over there. He stayed home from school. Okay, so it's 12 inches underneath the ground, and so it connects you into the heart of Mother Gaia. So the more that you ground into the earth plane, the higher that you can ascend in the astral and the ethers, because we do have human bodies, okay? And when you start working with the Akashic Records and your soul contract, that's a very, very high vibrational frequency. And so the more that you're grounded in, the more that you can access. So a lot of people who are starseeds or light workers, they find that the root chakra is not enough for you to ground, because a lot of times you have spent time in other places that you do not have a physical body, so you're not used to being in this type of dense suit, okay? And so your earth star chakra gives you that amount of grounding that you need, and it's beneficial for everyone. A great way to ground into your earth star chakra is to work with trees. Trees have been along for our buddy. So trees have been around for a very long time, and they are already rooted and grounded into Mother Earth. And so if you go outside and you put your hand on it or hand on them and you say, can you help me ground into my earth star chakra, they will do that for you. They will amplify it, because the more that you heal, you're healing them and they're healing you, and it's this beautiful equal energy exchange. Like they want to do all that they can to help you remember who you really are, right? And so putting your hands on them, putting your bare feet on the earth, saying and asking Mother Earth, I want to connect into my earth star chakra, and that will start opening up, and then you can start opening up these upper three ones a lot easier. Your causal chakra, your soul star chakra, your stellar gateway chakra. Okay, and you create a beautiful relationship with them. You start hearing them like on that wavelength, on that frequency where you can hear them speaking to you. Like when I go outside and I'm intentionally connecting with Mother Gaia through my earth star chakra, I can hear the plants and the animals and the trees on a much higher frequency. And so focusing on your earth star chakra helps open these three up. So that is my best advice for you. Okay. This is kyanite. Kyanite helps open up your earth star chakra and helps balance it and harmonize it and amplify it. And so that's what we're going to be working with today. There is a meditation on YouTube. It's called Earth Star Chakra Starseed Meditation. Highly recommend. Highly, highly, highly recommend. It helps you read your soul contract and open your Earth Star Chakra. And Jess, you'll probably like this one. Look, it looks like a crow or a raven. Hello, good morning, good morning. He said, I felt that right in my lower right abdomen. That's it too, like you're gonna get in your body what you need from this. That might also be something from the past coming through that you might get a download on. I was about to sneeze and it went away. You might have been feeling like a lot of pressure, because this is also very activating for your third eye and your crown, like this area up here, and so you might have been feeling like a lot of pressure. And past life clearing, yeah, I've been working on past life clearing really intensely here for the last couple weeks, and doing like karmic clear outs and like clearing out soul contracts from past lives. Does earthing such as walking barefoot on the sand also help you connect with your earth star chakra? Absolutely. That is a beautiful, beautiful way to connect. I know that people say that helps with your root chakra. It's even more beneficial for your earth star chakra. If you go outside with the intention with your bare feet, I'm connecting into my earth star chakra. Like half of this is about intention, right? If you go outside and you envision that you have roots that are going down into the earth, and and connecting with Mother Gaia while you're walking barefoot, absolutely. And you pair that with putting your hands on some trees and asking them to help you. You can literally feel it opening up. Of course, sitting outside with you, 2 hawks, a tarantula, and some ants have come up to play. Yay! So when you're in like a very high vibrational state of frequency, animals will come up to you. Like you'll start seeing like animals everywhere, and they like your frequency. That's why they're coming to you, because you have this big energy field. They're very high vibrational, so like that's a good indicator that you're in a good state when you see them everywhere outside. Yes, I'm in the barefoot. Yes, I'm barefoot in the grass and I feel it. Yes. So if you are watching this right now, your root chakra is really important to work with. Like if your root chakra is kind of like wonky and imbalanced, if you're having some difficulty connecting with your Earth Star chakra, your root chakra is what's got to be stabilized first. Like your Earth Star chakra, you access that after you start working with your root chakra. Like I work with my Earth Star chakra now, but that's because I did a massive amount of healing in my root chakra to be able to get to that level. Right? And I'm not trying to say don't connect to your Earth Star chakra, but the more you work with your root, the further you can go down into the Earth Star. And because your root is your foundation, and that's where a lot of trauma is held, and that's your safety and security, that's why that one is so important. Because like all of the starseed and all of this stuff up here, like that's wonderful, but you're also living this human experience, and so it's important that we stabilize that first, right? I had a deer come up to me and lay down on a walk yesterday. I even got some pics. Oh, that's so nice. I love deer. They are amazing creatures. They're so sweet. I apologize about my nose. My allergies are in high gear today. Okay, so I am going to close my eyes for a second, and I'm going to ask Mother Gaia to come in and help bring everybody balancing and harmony and healing to their Earth Star chakra. So if you would like Mother Gaia to come in and help you with your Earth Star chakra, you can say, I accept, or you can say, come on, or whatever that you want to say to her. But I'm going to close my eyes so that she can come through and provide everybody with that healing. Okay. Mother Gaia and I were holding everybody in the space, kind of like that world. Holding everybody together. Saw her turn everybody's Earth Star Chakra and then turn into a flower. So hoping everybody blossom with their Earth Star Chakra. Okay, so let's see, what do we have here? Okay, this is blue apatite. Blue apatite is a vision stone, and so it helps you perceive frequencies very clearly. It helps you develop your spiritual gifts. It's also a throat chakra stone, so if your gift is healing through your words or singing or speaking light language, this will be beneficial. Thank you so much for your pieces of advice. I learned so much from you. Much appreciated. Oh, thank you, Marjorie. I'm glad. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the follows. I appreciate that. I feel like this one's clearing up my sinuses. No fish today. I'm doing Starseed, Reiki, and light language, so we're in outer space. But the replay of that one, if you want to watch, is up on my Patreon that I did yesterday. And then I have a lot of other Reiki and light language on my YouTube channel if anybody wants to watch my past ones. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Mirror reflections. Mirror reflections. I always tell people that what you like in others is what you like in yourself. That's why we admire those things, because we see them within, even if we're not consciously aware of them. Somebody in here is getting some like karmic clear out on their feminine side. I don't know who that is in here, but somebody like who is this talking to me? Commander Ashtar. He's not even, I didn't even bring him in here. Come on, Commander Ashtar is saying somebody in here needs some karmic clear out on their divine feminine side. That's why I keep on going to the left over here. It's left on my side, but it'll be left on your side. Aura is blue. Yeah, I get that a lot, that my aura is blue. I don't see people's auras, I feel people's auras. If that makes sense. Like I energetically see them. If anybody is needing some assistance with mother wound healing, whether that's in this lifetime or it's happened in your past or it's currently happening or it happened in past lives, tomorrow, this is I know this is live right now, so Thursday, May 12th, tomorrow, I'm going to be doing at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a link in my bio. It says Journey to Awakening with Brittany and Ray. It's a free Facebook group. And I'm going to be doing an Akashic Record guided meditation. And I'm going to lead everybody back to talk to a past version of yourself to help them heal. And so that'll be live tomorrow at 4:30 if anybody is interested in that. And for people watching this in the future, the replay will be in there. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about our causal chakra. Okay. So you have your crown. Yeah, it's on Facebook, and there's a link in my bio. You can just go to the bio and it'll take you over there. But yes, we're going to do maternal wounds. Maternal wounds also are not just with your mom. Okay. It's like anybody who is in that like motherly type of figure. It can be generational trauma things or things that happened to you in the past, but it doesn't have to be your mom, if that makes sense. Like there's lots of other type of maternal figures in people's lives. Okay, so your causal chakra, this is your crown chakra, right? We have your causal chakra, and it's like right here. That's your own personal like little mini moon, and it's a portal to the angel realm. So, and also like the unicorn realm. It's, if you want to work with mermaids, that's another way to do that. Work with that one. It's where we filter light language from, and like very high etheric frequencies from source. And then our high heart chakra is actually where that comes out of. And so that's where when you say I speak with love or I speak from my heart, that is your high heart chakra. And so if you're connecting with angels, unicorns, whomever, this is it. It's called the causal chakra. Causal chakra, it's like your own personal mini moon, and that's where we house a big amount of our divine feminine energy, not female energy, divine feminine energy, and that is trusting in source, divine timing, your spiritual gifts, like your psychic abilities, like all that type of flowy type of energy. A lot of that's held in your causal chakra and your sacral chakra, but a lot of it in your causal chakra. So when you are channeling, whether you're channeling spirit guides, you're channeling source, whatever you're channeling light language, it's coming in through your causal chakra as a filter, so you can understand it. So like when you're getting into light codes or whatever it is for you, that's where it's like an interpretation chakra. And so your soul star chakra above that, we're going to talk about it in a second, but your soul star chakra, that's where your Akashic Records are held and your soul contract. You're filtering that information down in so that you can interpret it here. So if you want to work in your soul star chakra with your Akashic Records and your soul contract, working with your causal chakra will help you perceive that more clearly. So the crystal that we're going to be working with, I feel that but didn't know what it meant. Yes. Your causal chakra is awesome, because then you can start working, like I said, with angels on a much deeper level, and unicorns and mermaids and all of those wonderful things. Fairies too. There's a lot of fairies that resonate more with the earth star chakra, and then there's fairies that resonate with the causal chakra, just different frequencies. So depending on which ones you're working with, your causal chakra. Would that help with in utero trauma? Yes, I would say working with your sacral chakra, that specifically, but your causal chakra also, because angelic type of healing can very much help with that. Like finding some angels to come in and help that space within your body, that would be great. So your sacral chakra and your causal chakra. And if you don't know which angels, Holy Amethyst is great to work with. She has very light vibrational frequencies. She is a keeper of the violet flame. So I would suggest for you Holy Amethyst to work with. Or you can, and she's a very like soft feminine energy compared to like Archangel Michael, and he's very much more masculine type of energy, like intense. So you can look up a list of angels, and when you're reading about them, sometimes you'll get a ping about one and you've worked together in past lifetimes. And so just read a list of angels, and whichever one piques your interest, start reading about that one. Okay? And then like the more you read about it, they'll start downloading stuff to you, maybe if you worked in a past life. So Soul Star is above your causal chakra. A lot of people don't know about your causal chakra, I have found. And so I could see where some people would like blend them together. up there, but they're two very distinct chakras. Oh, thank you, Oriana, for putting that in the chat. Thank you. So this is angel aura quartz. Quartz is a good amplifier, so any type of quartz that you work with is going to be great for your causal chakra to help open and expand it. You can work with amethyst, rose quartz, clear quartz, angel aura quartz. Any type of quartz is going to be great for your causal chakra. Also doing like angel meditations, unicorn meditations. Oh, Jess, you said your whole body is engaged. That's awesome. I also have lots of videos about these on my YouTube channel where I go more in depth about them. Also, for the in utero, hip opening exercises are really, really great. Females hold a lot of trauma in their hips, and so doing hip opening exercises helps break apart that crystalline energy. And so be prepared, sometimes you cry when you do it. But that's good because it's releasing. So hip opening exercises is great. Oh, lots of tingles and goosebumps over this one. Good. It's a very, very high vibration, high frequency crystal. So if you're working with these type of crystals and you're doing Akashic Record and soul contract work, I definitely recommend using grounding crystals to balance out, because when you're in that very high frequency state, it can make you feel a little wonky when you come back, because you're like ascending way high up there, and then you kind of get like floaty and you need to get back in your 3D body. And so grounding activities, or working with grounding crystals and drinking a lot of water and doing something very active with your body afterwards is really good, because I'm given a lot of Akashic Record readings and not taking my own advice, and then I had a very loopy-doopy day afterwards. And so I just want to preface that for anybody that's starting work like that. Like, grounding and using grounding crystals is very beneficial. Yeah, loop-de-doopty. It's not like you're disassociating or anything. You're not going to some other type of planet, or you know what I mean. But it's very like whenever you go to like a yoga class and then you're like really like tapped and zoned in, and then afterwards you're kind of like, oh. It's that type of feeling. And if you got a lot of stuff to do, like taxes or something that day, like make sure you're doing something to get back in your body. Oh, thank you for saying that about my shirt. I appreciate that. When I ran my massage practice, I called it Healing Brain. I like that. That's cute. When you start channeling light language and light codes and things of that nature, I want to preface with your type of modality, whatever you do, may not be the same as everybody else's. Like, a lot of people channel and speak light language. You don't have to do that. Like, I do it with my hands or with my words. Some people do it through art that they create. Some people do it through like codes that they create. Like, there's lots of different ways. So don't feel like that your light language, your light codes have to look like everyone else's, right? Like, you're here to do your own thing. Whatever that might be. And maybe you're meant to put something together that nobody's ever seen before. And on my hair is not doing what I want to do. Okay, so on my Patreon, I have a bunch of videos about light language and light codes. If you are interested in learning more about those things. Okay, so we're going to talk about our soul star chakra. So your soul star chakra sits above your causal chakra. So here's your causal chakra and your soul star chakra. So your soul star chakra is the seat of your soul. So your Akashic Records are a vibrational record of all of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions across all space, time, and dimensions. So basically it's a book that a lot of people symbolize like that, and they're held within a library. The Akashic Records, okay, like everybody's records are held there. It's a frequency that you tap into. So your Akashic Records are what you've done in every single incarnation, and like concurrently running timelines as well, and what you will do in the future. Like everything is in there. Your soul contract is what you decided to do in this lifetime. So you have a new soul contract every single time you reincarnate. And so like your soul contract will tell you what your gifts are and what purpose, right? You can have many different purposes. I say that very loosely. Okay. But what your purpose is, your gifts, your abilities, why you came here. So that's very much like what's going on in this lifetime. Okay. Your Akashic Records hold everything. And so that's why I was saying tapping into your starseed lineages, you can receive gifts from them, from your past lives. You can help them heal. They can help you heal. That's how you do a lot of timeline shifting. And so, 10-10, yay! Thank you for saying that. I see. Or is it 10-10 time? So your soul star chakra holds all of that. Okay. So above that is your stellar gateway. So your stellar gateway goes beyond incarnations. That is like you as an energy form before any incarnation. That's like where you soul sparked like into an energy form, like before, like when you were source and then you first came into existence as a being, if that makes sense. That's your stellar gateway. So that one's above the soul star. So you keep working your way up. Okay, so for your soul star, we're going to work with selenite. Selenite is a very, very, very high vibrational crystal, and so it can help you lift up into that soul star frequency. And so the reason that it's easier for you to get into your soul star and your Akashic Records if you work through your causal chakra is because your causal chakra is your filter. It's how you interpret. So once you start working in your causal chakra, you can perceive other frequencies and dimensions a lot easier. So when you get up to your soul star, you can read your soul contract and your own Akashic Records a lot easier, or other people's. Oh, thank you for saying I have good vibes. I appreciate you. Mirror reflections, mirror reflections. And like I said, working with Horus, the guide, he's great. He will help you amplify all of the frequencies and help you see more clearly. Like I said, you can have many different starseed incarnations. And when you start working with your soul star and your Akashic Records, what you perceive and what downloads in is dependent on where you're at your journey and what you need to know. Like, why do we want this information? What are we going to do with this information? If you were utilizing it to like benefit ourselves and like healing journey and like gifts and abilities and like all those beautiful things, like it's going to open up for you. I tell people sometimes if you're coming in with, not anybody in here, but if you're utilizing it to spiritually bypass and say like, oh, well, this thing happened in the past, and so like that's why this is happening, so I don't have any say so over it. This is a whole different incarnation you're in, and you can help them heal, they can help you heal. It's not all about healing, like sometimes it's just fun things, right? But it's like, why do we want the information? And the Pleiadians, who are the keepers of the records, are going to show you what you need to see to help you best in this incarnation, or help others if you're a healer. Like, that's happened to me before. Like, they keep on telling me to say that. Like, I hear them, so I'm just gonna say it. So, I'll give an example. Like, sometimes I'll be trying to look at my soul contracts, and they're like, you need to do your taxes, or you need to go do the dishes, like, you need to clean your house, or you need to go put air in your tires. Like, like that information is beneficial, but not if it's detracting from your human experience, because that's what we're doing right now, and we're in this incarnation, and so we have to find the balance. Like, sometimes we get too up in the ethers and then forget, like, oh yeah, we have all this other stuff going on, right? And so it's about finding balance between the two. Oh, good to see you as well. Good to see you as well. Have a good day, a magical day. You need to go on AOD after and read what I just wrote there this morning. Okay, yes, I'll do that after this. I'll go look in on AOD. Okay, so we're gonna do some specific things now because I can hear some of my guides down here. Okay, so let's do, let me start this incense here. Okay, so there is the Divine Director. I'll show him again for anybody that's popping in right now. So this is the Divine Director, and he is part of the Galactic Federation. And so he asked if I would channel some light language to help those that are in here right now or watching this in the future that are part of the Galactic Federation and that need to remember that piece of themselves, to help them get ready. Like, create the energetic space to do that. So I'm going to close my eyes and hold the space. So you might be feeling different sensations. You might have something download in. You might feel a shift. And so whatever that means for you, and if not, like, not everybody is part of the Galactic Federation, or maybe there's something else that your soul star chakra wants you to focus on right now, and that's totally fine, right? Like, things open up when they're ready to open up, and some people do some things and some people don't. Whatever. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so he was sending a bunch of light codes through for whomever needs that during this time. If that's your first time hearing about the Galactic Federation, you can do some research, and I'm writing them right now. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I felt you, Jess. Like, I could feel new light codes coming in for you too, like, specifically. Hopefully it doesn't sound weird, but I could feel there was a stream in there that was for you. Okay, so we're gonna work with, this is Sanat Kumara, so light activations. So I know we can't see it on here, I wish you could, but there's a bunch of light codes in the background. So Sanat Kumara is, let me drink some water. So Sanat Kumara helps you in pulling in light codes and also projecting them in light language. And so if you are ready to receive an attunement to start doing that in whatever way that is for you, whether it's speaking or creating art or speaking like light language verbiage, Sanat is going to come in and project light codes into your DNA to help open that up for you. Okay, and if you're already doing that, this will be an amplification. Okay. Okay, he said to, so a lot of people just received a violet flame light code meditation, not meditation, light code activation to work with the violet flame. And so if that sounds like it's resonating with you, doing some research about the violet flame and Archangel Zadkiel and Holy Amethyst and Saint Germain. Diana Cooper is a great person about the violet flame. She has a bunch of videos on YouTube, but there was a bunch of people that just received the activation to start working with the violet flame as far as light codes. I can see it going into everybody's crown chakra. And so researching about the violet flame and how to work with it is the highest transmuting light of lower, denser frequencies. And so if you're a shadow work healer, that's very beneficial. Like I have worked with the violet flame for a while now, and it makes a huge difference working with the violet flame and working with like Saint Germain and Holy Amethyst and Zadkiel. Okay, And then let's see. What are you? Okay, so you said this is intense. I'm still writing like codes. Okay, yay! That's exciting. Okay, so this is Mahavatar Babaji. We talked about him earlier. So he's going to give light codes to help build your neural networking. So he said specifically neuro networking. He is going to amplify your neuro networking capabilities. And so that is the interconnectedness of our human experience, our galactic, etheric, celestial experience. He's going to help expand in your brain so much on your like human brain experience. Okay. All right. So if you want to receive that, or if you're ready to receive that, you can say yes. Okay. Okay, so I can see everybody's like, like the neural networking in your brain, like lighting up, like everybody's like full capacity opening up there. Okay, so this is Marco. This is my succulent friends. So Marco, or plants, in Marco specifically, plants are really good for helping you breathe new energy, new life into your system. You're also prosperous and abundant. Look at this beautiful green color, right? Succulents are really good for empaths and light workers as well, because it's a external representation of holding boundaries because of their spiky orientation. And so what we're going to do together for everyone that received their light codes, we're going to take a big breath in and breathe them into our cellular DNA structures. Okay, Marco is going to I'm not sure. I didn't delete any comments. I'm not sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe it in, and Marco's going to help amplify. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. We're going to take another breath in. And one more big breath in. All right, so let's do, okay, so we are going to, yes, succulents are really great, snake plants, cacti are really great for empath and light workers to have around your house, because they're that external representation of boundaries, and they also help teach you boundaries. So what we're gonna do, you said might have been my internet. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, because we're in these very high vibrational states of being, I'm going to ask Mother Gaia to come in and help us root into our Earth Star chakras to bring us back into our human experience frequency, so we feel nice, safe, and grounded. And so I'm gonna close my eyes, ask her to come in, help you ground back in, so you can envision that you have roots running down into the heart of Mother Gaia. Okay. Okay, we are all tethered in. Okay, so everybody should feel much more grounded. And we thank Mother Gaia for coming in and all of the guides today. We appreciate you. If anybody would like a soul contract reading or Akashic record reading, I do those as well. I also do Reiki and light language sessions, like personal sessions. There's links in my bio. I have a YouTube channel. It is Soul Harmony Healing. I have a lot of different things on there. I am a manifesting generator and I do a lot of different stuff. So I have a lot of things about chakras, your soul contract, your Akashic records. I also have a lot of psychology things. I have a background in psychology, so I do a lot of like mindset work with people. And timeline shifting, a whole bunch of stuff on there. And if you want to watch the replay of this, it's going to be on my Patreon, and so I'll have it up there later today. And then I have another one that I did yesterday, and that was Ocean Reiki. And then at 4:30 p.m. this is Wednesday. What is today? Wednesday, May 11th. So everybody watching this live right now. So Wednesday, May 11th at, what am I doing? Oh, tomorrow, I'm sorry, Thursday, May 12th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing an Akashic Record healing on mother wounds. And so that will be in my friend and I's Facebook page. It's Journey to Awakening with Brittany and Ray. And there's a link in my bio. It's free Facebook group and you can join if you'd like. And so we'll be doing past and present healing for mother wounds. Thank you so much. I'm going to send over a photo of all this light coding. Wow, yes, Jess, I would absolutely love to see it, and I will check out what you posted in AOD as well. I also want, what is a generator? I've been told I'm possibly one of those. So a generator, that's a type of human design type. There's manifesting generators, projectors, reflectors, manifestors, generators, and then manifesting generators. And so it's how your personality functions in the world. So like manifesting generators, how I function is I wait to respond on things, but then I also take action. So I have like a blending of the two. Generators wait for things to come to them and then act on them. It's very interesting. If you watch some YouTube videos about generators and you are a generator, it's very eye-opening to find out what your human design type is. Like wildly eye-opening. It also gave me a lot of solace in learning how I function, and that it's not, because the way I function goes against a lot of like societal ways of doing things, and it caused me a lot of heartache because I have my hand in like 25 different things at one time. Like I'm all over the board, right? And I would like berate myself and beat myself up for that because it was like society tells you have to focus on one thing. Hey buddy, society tells you have to focus on one thing. That's not how I function. And so I was going against my soul alignment by doing that. And so human design, very eye-opening. Highly recommend. Like I said, if anybody wants a reading, there's sessions in my bio, one-on-one sessions, and then a soul harmony healing for Patreon and for YouTube. And thank you everybody for coming together in this healing space. It's not just me to you, it's everybody collectively together helping amplify the frequencies on an individual level, also on the collective level. Like the 48 people that are in here right now, it's all of our souls coming together to heal one another and help heal the whole. So I appreciate you. This gives me healing back as well. So thank you. I'm very honored that everybody came together for this. It was very fun. I'm doing a lot of shifting in my business right now, where I'm about to start going way more into light language and Reiki. I've been a shadow work healer for a very long time, like a very deep shadow work healer, and I am moving into a different space. I'm going to be doing a lot more of this, and I enjoy it as well. Yes. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you, and I hope you have a very blessed day. And like I said, this will be up on the Patreon. Oh, I'm glad that you got some rest, Brent. What time is it? I can stay on for just a second in case anybody has questions as well. I'm glad that you got some rest. Let's see. That's a lawnmower going on outside. If anybody's wondering what that noise was the whole time. Okay, everybody. I will see you later. Bye.